Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to Flixet. Now that Netflix's The Witcher Season 1 has come and gone, fans have had a chance to digest everything that has happened. The show stars Henry Cavill as Geralt, a monster hunter, and has become the most popular television show at the moment. Disney Plus might have something to say about that with The Mandalorian. The Witcher takes place over multiple timelines and has a ton of characters, so you more than likely missed a few details. However, there are many small details stuffed into this show that only the serious novel readers will notice. That's okay, we're here to help you catch up. In today's video, we're going to be going over the small things you may have missed in The Witcher, but before we jump in, please make sure you've pressed that red subscribe button along with a tiny bell icon to enter into our monthly shoutout giveaway. Just comment down below saying I subscribed and we'll enter you into the giveaway. Alert! Please know that this video does contain spoilers, so please turn the video off if you haven't seen Season 1 yet. Number 10. Geralt doesn't say a lot. Since Episode 1, fans have noticed Geralt is more on the quiet side, which is far unlike his book counterpart. During a scene where he actually talks, he's telling a story to his horse about the first time he took a life. This part is taken straight from the novel, however, in the novel he's telling the story to a priestess. The scene works perfectly because Roach is an awesome horse, and he's Geralt's loyal companion, so who better to tell a story to? Number 9. Different timelines. As you go through the show, you probably don't realize all the character segments are meant to be taking place at different points in time. If you're paying attention, you may notice a few hints. In the first episode, Renfred tells Geralt about the Queen's recent victory. As far as the series timeline would go, Queen Calanthe is deep into her reign. Also, Mousak would go on to warn Ciri about when girls used to be locked away in towers many years ago. These events appear much more recent in the scene with Geralt and Stregobor. Number 8. Emperor of Nilfgaard. Throughout the series, a few characters mentioned they followed the White Flame as they go on about their devotion to Nilfgaard. While it may not seem like anything to the average viewer, in the novel this White Flame is referencing the Emperor of Nilfgaard. His name in Elvish means the White Flame dancing on the graves of his enemies. Emhyr var Emreis is voiced over by none other than the famous Tywin Lannister, also known as Charles Dance. How cool would it be to get him back on the screen to reprise the role of the Emperor? Number 7. Changing logos. In each episode of The Witcher, there's a logo that will appear on the screen. They change each episode depending on what is going to happen. You'll only know this if you're well versed in the lore. The first episode features a picture of a solar eclipse. You may know in the short story Lesser Evil, the Princess Renfri was born under a black sun, leading everyone to think she was cursed. The eclipse would go on to predict her bloody death. The Betrayer Moon logo is made of claws and a Termarian lily, which actually is hinting at a certain curse. The logo for Banquets, Bastards, and Burials is a sword next to a tree. This would be a fitting logo, as in this episode we learned of Ciri's bloody history of her family tree and time spent in the forest. This is quite a unique concept because most people weren't aware of what these logos truly meant. Number 6. Characters speak in Elvish. In this show, characters speak in multiple languages besides English. You might notice this when they cast spells and curses on other characters. By listening closely, you might pick up on a few subtle hints at the Elder's speech vocabulary. Hen Linge is the language of the An Seid elves, which is derived from Irish, Welsh, Scottish, English, and German. David J. Peterson wanted to create it as a fully developed language. Peterson also helped create the Dothraki language on Game of Thrones. It's safe to say he knows his languages. Number 5. Cavill does all the sword fights. It's easy to think that an action star like Cavill would have a talented stunt double take over the important everyday duties of a Witcher like sword fighting. This isn't the case. Cavill spent a lot of time working out and building up his strength and stamina to play the tough Geralt. As the showrunners stated, Cavill performed all of his own stunts, and anytime you saw Geralt on screen, it was Cavill. Cavill was so into the role he would wear his costume while making breakfast. It really showed how true he was to the character. Number 4. The Ard Sign. During his big fight at the market in Blaviken, Geralt uses one of his main attacks to take out his foes, the Ard Sign. This move is a telekinetic blast that knocks his enemies back. It's considered a magical ability, and its force is determined by the will of the person throwing it, as well as their focus. Considering how strong Geralt is, he can power it up quite a bit. Number 3. Cahir's Winged Helmet. Ciri takes a particular interest in Cahir's feathered helmet, which is described in the novels as having wings. He plays an important role in the future of capturing Ciri and bringing her back to Nilfgaard, but in the current timeline he will continue to haunt Ciri's nightmares. Number 2. The Lute. Jaskier receives the lute from the elves as they let the bard and Geralt walk away freely. This stays with him for a long time in the books. It's a much nicer lute than his previous one, which his character warily mentions in the short story The Edge of the World. Number 1. Meet Strad. Strad is only a minor character from the books who had seen his role expanded for the show. In the short A Shard of Ice, he and Geralt fight over Yennefer's love. Yennefer and Istrad's history has never been explored, so the fact that they are doing this on the show means it was invented for the television version. That about wraps it up for the things you may have missed on The Witcher. We're like you, we didn't spot all these either, but now we feel prepared for Season 2. What things did you miss in Season 1? Let us know down below in the comments. And please remember to like this video so more people can see it. Thanks for watching.